As the beautiful Sunday continues here on the 10th of December 2023, Chris Sutton gave his thoughts after the match against Kelly from Celtic's point of view, and he tweeted this: "That second half performance was one of the worst I've seen from a Celtic team. You can be outplayed, but you can't be outfought and outrun. Well played, Kilmarnock." Clapping emojis. And you've got to give it to Kilmarnock. We talked about that a lot in the review, but it was a simple case of outfought and outrun. Kelly were absolutely on top, and it was justified. It had to be. I mean, 2 goals, you could argue they deserved more, because at the start of that second half there was about 7-8 corners for Kelly in a row, where Celtic weren't exactly, they were dealing with them to a degree, but I think on a few of the instances Joe Hart could have caught the ball, but hey, it's Joe Hart. We're not expecting Joe Hart to catch the ball, because why? Because he's mince. He's not the best goalkeeper, is he? But to say it's one of the worst he's ever seen for Celtic, I'm sure he's seen a lot and he's been in a lot of bad performances, but this performance, this result actually has been coming for Celtic, because the performances have been there. Brendan Rodgers last week saying he was fuming. It's the angriest he'd ever been, and that was after 45 minutes, and I think the second half this week trumped the second half the first half, last week against St John's. And it's good to see that a team actually capitalised on it, because Celtic, we've been saying all season, they've not been good, and just Celtic would be a million light years ahead in this league. I look at what the points gap is. Obviously it's 5 Rangers of a game in hand. Look where Celtic have dropped points this season, against Hibs. Today they've lost. At Ibrox, if it was Ange's Celtic against Rangers at Ibrox, I don't know what the score would have been, because Rangers were gash and Celtic were pish as well, don't mind you. But they have regressed so much under Ange, and both Old Firm teams have regressed over the summer break, to be perfectly honest. But in Rangers' case, it's more to do with personnel. In Celtic's case, I think it is simply tactics, because the team has changed, yes, right? A lot of the signings they've brought in have not been for the better. But at the end of the day, there's still a big core of that team that is there. But he did make some comments as well about Mikey Johnson. So did Scott Brown. He says, "I think it's now or never. He's 24. The penny has to drop. I don't see the upside in Brendan Rodgers criticising him." At the end of the day, Brendan, you're the guy playing him. He's criticised this guy a lot, but what about other players in your team? I think Greg Taylor has been a shadow of the player he was under Ange. I think he has been absolute fucking shite this season. It seems like every single attack in that Kelly game came down his side. Danny Armstrong had him on strings. Danny Armstrong had him playing him like a puppet, playing him like a violin, man. He was sending him for hot dogs left, right and centre. See the way Callum McGregor for the first goal sent free Kelly players? That's what Danny Armstrong was doing to Greg Taylor. So many chances created down that side. And I look at Alistair Johnston. Yes, he handballed the ball off the line, and he near killed a Kelly guy in the second half by sticking the head through him, but he's also not been as good this season now, nowhere near at the level of Greg Taylor. I think he's been a bit better than Taylor. Joe Hart's been his pish usual self. Carter Vickers, I think, has been a bit underwhelming this season too. Nat Phillips is turning into a bit of a scapegoat. I don't rate the guy, but to just constantly, it's easy to pick on a lone player. And Liam Scales has been far, in a way, the best Celtic defender this season. You look through the rest of the team, Kyogo's had a pretty poor season. I gave a lot of praise to O on Wednesday night, but today, I think O missed a hell of a lot of chances. And Kyogo, they need a striker. They talked about it on Sports Sound. Miovski and Shankland would be putting these chances away. It's honestly, Rangers and Celtic have literally got the exact same issues, apart from the goalkeeping department. I would say so, because there's a lot of talk at Celtic need to get rid of their fringe old guard. And I know Mikey Johnson's not old, but he's been there a long time. Same with James Forrest, he needs to go. Joe Hart, he's old, not necessarily been there a long time, but he's too old for this shit, man. And but that is where we're going to leave this video, guys. That's it for Fog Football. What will the rest of the fallout be? Who knows, man? We've got an insane, I say insane week. It's insane week after insane week after insane week. Celtic, of course, next game Wednesday night, 8 o'clock against Feyenoord at home. It's a time for them to do something for the Coefficients Cup, but they could very easily be going out of the Champions. Well, I'll say they're already at the Champions League, but they could be going out of it without a win, because if they perform like they have been, Feyenoord will smoke them. And honestly, I think most of their poor performances have came at home. like just drab performances where they've like lucked into it. Now, here, not to say the recent away games have been good, but you understand my point here. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for Fog Football. We'll be back with more Fallout. Chris Boyd's Turkey Tea for smiling away on this beautiful Sunday.